Hey everybody, it's Overkill here with a brand new video with a game that I have not played before. Well, I played today, but I haven't shown you guys before. And this is Airships, settings and info apparently. Airships Conquer the Skies, there we go. Which is a little game I found out about yesterday because a walkthrough of it was recommended to me on YouTube. So thank you YouTube for recommending me this awesome game that I never heard about. But just a quick note from the developer of the game. In Airships Conquer the Skies, players construct steampunk vehicles and use them to conquer the world and compete against other players. We won't be doing that today. We won't be playing multiplayer. Ships are shown in a side-on ant farm view with air sailors running around, manning the guns, carrying ammo, putting out fires. Air combat is a visceral thing. Ships ram and push against each other, and boarding parties use grappling hooks to invade enemy ships. Below, giant land ships move on legs and tracks. Nature has its own terrors. Sky krakens with tentacles that grab and devour crew, house-sized spiders, and horse-sized spiderlings. Dragons to fear and tame. Can you build the strongest airships, use them skillfully, and conquer the skies? We shall find out. So, what Airships is all about is it's a side-on combat game, basically. So if we take a quick look at the missions, and we go to boarding action. We press play and we pause. This is what the game looks like. It's a pixelish game, like an 8-bit kind of game. Maybe not 8-bit, but not 8-bit. No. It's way too high def for 8-bit, but you know what I mean. Like it's a pixel game where you control ships. There's also ground defenses and other ships and stuff. So if we give a quick order to these two ships to move here using key bindings and unpause the game, you can see them move, and then they'll start moving down. Oh, well, I was hoping they would. And if you use B, you can get your troops to board. So I have little grapple marines here. And they will actually board that ship. Now if I can ram through this and get this guy over here. You can see we captured it. So now they're actually going to start shooting at the enemy ship here. So now if we board him, you can see the guys will jump out again. And they'll find the nearest hole to get into the ship. So you can see we blew a hole in the side here. So the Marines will hop in and get in that way. You can also ram stuff, which is pretty fun. Yeah, so like that. We just blew up the building. We can also push this mountain into them. This suspendium rock, I think they're called. Oh, you can see they've actually repelled our borders. Well. Oh, we've actually lost control of that ship. But yeah, you get the basic idea. It's a pretty interesting little game, which is nice. And you can even edit the little scenarios and stuff if you want to use different ships. But yeah, so we're actually going to mess around with the conquest. Well, actually, no. Before we get into that, the biggest part of this game is designing your own ships. So you can see, you just get this blank blue blueprint paper, and you get access to all of these things. These are all parts that you can use for your ships. So, for example, let's go to command and crew. Let's get a bridge. This is where our commander will be. This is how we will control the actual ship itself. We will, let's see. So the bridge should be at the front of the ship. So let's go with structural. And let's connect that with some corridors. So now, at the front, I want there to be huge cannons, let's say. So say we put some heavy cannons here. We can actually place them like that. Of course, we'll have to get ladders down to them. That being like this. So now everything's linked together. And as you can see, like there's a lot of things you can do. This is just from corridors and all that stuff. So say we made the outline of the ship like this big. This is going to be a terrible ship, by the way, but just as an example, we need lift to actually keep us in the sky. So if we used, say, a balloon, 2 big balloons, that'll keep us in the sky. So then we need some propulsion to actually let us move. So we would use some propellers. We could put a bunch of them there like that. Nice, nice. But you can see everything that's wrong with the ship. They run off coal, so we are going to need that. So we'll put that all right there. Then we'll put some fire points. Now fire points disperse water to any fires that may be on your ship. So we'll definitely want that. We'll also want an ammo store. And then we'll also need crew, of course. You would want crew. So they would be in the command and crew. So I've kind of ran myself into a weird situation already, but here we go. We can put them in here. And that's all the people that will man the ship, of course. We do have enough crew now to reach every bit of the ship. We just need supply hatches so that they can get out. So we'll build them here and here, and there we go. So the ship will actually fly now. It won't be very good though, because we don't have like any AA or anything like that. But let's just, for an example, put some different weapons on it. So like bomb bays, for example. So you can just load up bomb bays everywhere. And then of course build some corridors. And I like that the game tells you what you need by putting an X to it. Like whatever your main problem is, they'll fix it for you. So that's our ship. It's an interesting design. Let's just fill in the rest of this. Interesting design, but you get the basic idea. These are the kind of things that you can do. It's a very interesting game. Many possibilities. And there are also tanks as well. So now if we go to the next tab, armor, you can see it's a wooden ship. You have wood wall, you have wooden armor, which looks like that. It has armor studs everywhere. There's reinforced wooden armor, which is a bit better. It has armored bars. There's steel wall, steel armor, heavy steel armor, brick wall. Don't know why you'd want a brick ship. Stone wall, and massive stone wall. And then there's also dragon hide. But I think you need to kill a bunch of dragons in Conquest to actually use those. But yeah, then you can also paint whatever you want. So you could just be like... that's not working. Anyway, you can be like a big smiley face or a big... whatever. You can paint your ship blue. Yay! That was a weird, wacky face on it. Yeah, let's give him some teeth. Now there's a weird, spooky face on it. It's very interesting. And then, of course, you can put the classic. Make it look like it has a big nose. Just do cool stuff like that. A coat of arms. A gold leaf all over it. Very fancy ship. And you can even put a name tag on it. So we'll call it the derp. There we go. Beautiful. See, there's many things you can do. It's a very interesting game. And if we wanted to, we could save the design as derp. We could leave. Well, first we'll go into the Landship Editor. So it's much of the same thing. You pretty much get all of the same stuff. It's just instead of the lift and propulsion, you just get propulsion. So you can have legs and stuff like that. So we'll get into that. This is just a showing off the game kind of video. So if you guys do want to see the campaign, please be sure to let me know, and I will definitely get started on that. So let's get some coal stores. We'll link up everything eventually. Get some fire points next to them. Whoops. Lots of quarters. There we go, everything's linked up. So now let's get some large legs. So you can see like that, that's how big this thing will be. It's pretty crazy. So say we put some deck guns on it. like that. We of course need to link the thing. So like if on the outside, that's what this thing would look like. We'll go ahead and give it all heavy steel armor, which of course all this stuff affects the price and the weight. You need to watch out for those things as well. Like right now, we are double the weight that we actually should be. So we will need extra things. So say we put some extra legs over here. So now the thing is a 4-legged beast. We could even go even further. So now it can carry more, but you can see, like, these things are very heavy. So what else could we fix for that? I don't think the struts will really do much. In fact, it'll just make it heavier. But that helps support stuff, of course. But yeah, say we got rid of those. You can see the carry weight is too high. And of course, we can't put any tiny legs on it, unfortunately, because that will just affect the weight. Oh no, it actually made it so that it's we could do that. But yeah, you get the idea. So say something stupid like this. Let's quickly put some. Let's put some flak cannons on the top, so that it can defend itself from the sky. Oh, a bit too heavy. Alright, well fine. I'll make it dumb, and I'll put the extra big legs on it. Oh, whoops. But yeah, you get the idea. Like, it's you gotta manage your resources. So then we also need the supply hatch. There we go. And then we just need a corridor to link that. And there we go. Oh, but we do need more supply hatches. Okay. And we have... Oh, we didn't even put ammunition in the thing. Okay. Let's get rid of 2 of those and put in some ammo stores. There we go. It's heavy and may have difficulty navigating terrain. Slightly reduced structural integrity due to large size. But we'll save this as well. The herp. So we'll leave. So then we'll start a combat, and then we can add a landship, the herp. You can see this thing is absolutely ridiculous. And then add our airship, the derp. So both of these things are going to do absolutely dreadful. But let's see anyway. Oh, we're playing as the ship. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see how this can go. Oh, God. We've already... Yeah. Basically, the balloons are a pretty bad choice, I found. Now we're going to walk all over it. We might actually want to walk backwards, because now none of our guns can shoot, because the balloon managed to take out all the guns on that side. So we're going to start walking backwards. Oh no, our legs are burning. There we go. We got some people firing. But yeah, now we can't shoot anything. But yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, let's actually play one of the real missions. Assault on Frutenbach Castle, because this actually shows fortifications. So if we actually leave and edit this one, you can see it just gives the... Oh no, that's meeting of scouts. I want to do Assault on Frutenbach Castle and edit. So yeah, you can see we have these 2 ships. They have this ship, which is the HMS Elephant, which is more of a close range kind of ship. They also have their defenses, of course. So if I was to all of a sudden add in the herp on the enemy team, make it a bit interesting, but also at the same time give myself the overkill, for example. Let's see how that goes. Oh, they're trying to ram. And this is the fun part. Ramming ships is very fun. So now we're ramming this ship in between ours. We rammed into the herp. A misfire. Oh no, you can see a catastrophic failure on our ship here. It's starting to blow apart. But the interesting thing about buildings, obviously we're playing this very foolishly, but the interesting thing about buildings is if you ran your ship into them, they tend to explode a little bit. Or, well, sometimes they do. So now our ship here is in a bit of trouble. Oh no, we need to get our ship out of here. Oh, you can see their ship has lost its suspension. So it crashes into the ground. Absolutely chaotic. And you can see we're actually crushing the walker. There's a lot of little different aspects that you can use in this game. So yeah, that ship is stuck. There's lots of different little things that you can do. So now you can see their castle is burning. So we're going to lift the ship all the way up. And then we're just going to ram it down as fast as we can. And see what that does. Boom. Oh, catastrophic failure on the building, so that's gone. But yeah, it's just a very silly game. Well, I mean, it's serious, but I'm kind of making it silly. But yeah, for one final thing, we'll play the meeting of scouts the proper way. So they have one enemy ship here, and that's it. So it's our two ships. So you can see ours is already at a bit of a disadvantage because it's a float. It has the balloons, whereas their ship is all lift. So our ship throws grenades to do damage. So we have to stay within a close range to actually do that. But you can see that the crew are throwing them there. So then we need to turn around, move forward so that we can throw our grenades. So you can see their ship is trying to stay away from us. We're starting to do a nice bit of damage. I'm going to try to ram them. Oh, that didn't work. The ship dropped all the way down. Oh, their jet engine is on fire, or their engine is on fire. That's not good for them. Oh, I think we've lost our steering. We can only go up or down. Oh, well, that's not good. But they did surrender because due to their damage. So that's that's what a serious battle would look like. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing the campaign, it does look like this. So you can edit your arms. This will be your faction kind of banner. You can change what it looks like there. So say we wanted a red and a white, and say we wanted a blue star. So these different symbols all give you different bonuses on the campaign. So dragon gives you dragon riders. Crown, conquered cities have no pacification period. So like when you conquer a city, you know, they get pissed off, kind of like in Total War. An eagle makes your cannons all twice as accurate. Like they're all different things. Income from cities, spider legs on your land ships, stuff like that. It's very interesting. So let's just say we want to put cannons are twice as accurate, and let's make that black, or black, please. That looks pretty nice. So we leave. We choose a large campaign map, medium difficulty, and start. So it's all random, which is great. So it's placing the cities, deciding who owns what, spawning monsters. There's a few things that go into the random. It's great. It's all generated for you every time you play. It's very good. Like, you're not going to be playing the same thing twice, and of course, like, you'll have a hard time creating the same ships twice. So every time you play, it's completely different. So this is our map. Retropolis is our home city. Cities that are yours have your flag. Each city you conquer gives additional income. This is all tips and stuff, but whatever. So yeah, Retropolis is ours, and then you can see there's all these other different factions. Everybody is at war with each other at all times, although the AI can enter into alliances. These are all the different things you can do. Up here is our income, or our money, and then our income. And you start with nothing. You have to build everything yourself. Or actually, apparently we start with this walker here, defending our place. So that's pretty nice. And then also a couple of buildings here. So in your city, you start with some stuff. And you can build the basic ships. Okay. And then also whatever we built. So we could bring the derp into this. But you start off with the basic ships. So if you want to design your own, you just click Design Ship, and then we're back into that menu I showed you earlier, where you can build your own ships. Of course, this time with limited resources. Like, we only have 1,074 to build a ship with. Well, we can design the ship however we want, but we wouldn't be able to build one until we reach the money. Like, we could design it no problem right now, even if it was like a $7,000 ship. But until we had the money for it, we wouldn't be able to build it. But I've already showed you guys all that. So let's actually build some ships. Say let's build a tragedy. So it'll start building, and we will unpause the game. And you can see everybody else will also start building their ships. So if we speed it up, we'll finish our ship, and then it'll pop up out here. So we also do have access to this thing, which is interesting. So if we wanted to, we could move somewhere. Say we wanted to invade Tepid Falls. Now, we're probably not going to win, but we'll just do this as an example. You move somewhere, and I think we actually just engaged the people that were going there as well. So this is what it looks like when you first get into a battle. And then you start. So they have a tank. Our land ship with the flak cannons should be able to deal with that. Oh, we've actually had a bit of an explosion there. You can see the enemy ship back here is on fire, and it's burning quite well. We've lost a few of our guns, though. There we go, we destroyed that one. We've also destroyed that enemy ship. So, all we have to do now is actually get rid of this one. And we should be able to do that quite easily. As you can see, our cannons are very accurate because of our bonus. And they are just ripping into that enemy ship right through the front. The whole thing's on fire now, so it should go down. Oh, my ship is on fire as well, but there we go. Crash and burn. Oh, our walker is destroying itself. But there we go. We are victorious, as this little dapper gentleman says. And there you can see, both of our things survived, which is good. No crew quarter, so we killed everybody in here. This was disabled, or disarmed rather. The guns were gone, and the Thunderer is immobile. So yeah, and then we have the choice of pillaging, which gives us money. Brutal takeover, which rapidly controls the city, just in case anybody was on their way to take it. Or we can do a gentle takeover. So we will do that. And that's basically how the campaign works. You just get, as you get more and more money, you design more and more ships. So let's say we wanted to build this thing. We spend our money on that. And yeah, that's basically how it works. So if you guys are interested in seeing a campaign, I would be very interested in doing one for you. So yeah, you can see the defenses here. There's no building. So if we wanted to add a building, we could get the Silent Watchtower, which you can see has a lot of guns on it. We could open that up and put it back here. And there we go. So that's going to start building. So if we leave, you'll see that the building will be here. You can see it's constructing a Silent Watchtower. And yeah, that's basically how it works. Little things will pop up, like there's giant spiders, dragons that you can go after. There's also mad scientists that have walking robots and Tesla cannon towers and stuff. Brigands, which are just shitty tanks and airships and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of different things, and it's a very, very interesting game. So you can see the map goes all the way up here, so this would be a pretty long campaign to take all of this. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing a campaign, please be sure to let me know down below. Unfortunately, this is all the time I have for today. So if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below as always. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, because if you guys want, there will be a campaign for it in the near future, because it does get pretty interesting as the campaign goes on. As the AI creates alliances and stuff, it gets pretty interesting and pretty intense when you're building huge ships and fighting each other. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.